Hey guys, so today we're doing a plyometric workout. Plyometric workout meaning that we're working on our jumping ability, and more importantly, really in this workout, our landing mechanics and our ability to eccentrically absorb those forces that we're producing to be powerful athletes. We have to make sure that we're able to have the proper mechanics in order to help, make sure we prevent injuries and just to move better. So this is a good workout because a lot of times what we're doing at home, at-home workouts are missing these things because we're not doing our normal field sports activity. We're not in the midst of seasons anymore. So this is good to mimic a lot of those forces and loading patterns that our bodies would normally encounter in our sports. This is a good one for you guys who are athletes and are trying to make sure that you're continuing training some of those movement patterns. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is a warm-up. It's really important to warm up, especially before plyometrics. So if you guys have a jump rope, that will be probably one of the best ways you can warm up for this workout. But I'm not going to use a jump rope, so I'm just going to presume that we have no equipment at all. And if you want, you could even do a more extensive warm-up if you check out through the FAP channel what we have there in terms of the warm-up section. But I'm just going to start off with something really simple and basic. So I'm going to do 30 bunny hop jumps, just to warm up the calves. Okay, so that's 30 bunny hop jumps. Now I'm going to switch to one-legged. Here's where it gets a little tougher. And I'm going to do 15 and 15. So 15 straight leg jumps. Okay, and switch. This workout, you'll see too, is actually really good for lower leg and shin conditioning. Okay. So the only thing I'm really using for this are cones. You don't need them. Something to mark out territory in the ground can be helpful for this workout. Just a thought though. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on vertical jump, just standard vertical jump. So I've coned out a little section here. You certainly don't need cones, just helps keep it cleaner. So the first exercise we're doing are vertical jumps. So we're going to do 10 vertical jumps. It's a really basic way to train power production here. So what we're going to do is get our shoulder width stance, toes pointed straight ahead, and we're just going to do our jump position, our hip hinge. So we're going to push the hips back, bend the knees slightly, and from here, we're going to just bring our hands up a little bit out in front of us to help propel us forward with hip extension. Land nice and soft and get ready to go right into the next one. Make sure the knees don't collapse in at all, guys. And on each one, stick and hold that squat position. So that's the 10 vertical jumps. Landing mechanics are so important. So make sure the knees don't collapse in. Feel pressure through the balls of your feet and evenly on both sides of your feet. Make sure you keep your chest up as well. All right, now we're going to go into lateral vertical jumps. So we're going to keep our same shoulder width stance. I'm just going to straddle this cone. And I'm going to do a lateral jump. And the focus is, for me, landing in the same position over there as I started in here. That's really the key here. Landing mechanics is everything. So we're going to do 10 of these. All right. So you're going for both height and distance laterally. You can see even I can work on some of my landing mechanics here. So something we're always working on is that ability to have perfect mechanics on our landings. All right, next one, going to be diagonal jumps. Okay guys, so I coned out a diagonal pattern. Something very similar to what we did for the lateral jumps, we're going to do here, just moving forwards now with it. So I'm starting on staggered on my cone in my position, just like for the last one, and I'm going to take off to the left here on my diagonal jump. And we're going to work this one backwards as well. Okay, we're going to go through 5 of these, so that's 2. Stick and hold your landing position. Make sure that everything looks good. One more to go, guys. You can see as I'm fatiguing, my technique's breaking down a little bit. You want to make sure on these that you take as much rest as you need so that you don't push yourself through with bad form. Okay, so the single leg vertical is really similar to a part of the warm-up we did. However, we're not keeping a straight leg for single leg verticals. So before we just did this, those are bunny hops. Now we're going to go up for height and really focus on landing properly just on one leg. Because that's more often than times the case in a field sport. All right, so we're going to do 10 of these on each side. I'm going to start on the left. Notice I have my arm motion moving, so start out with the right in front, left ready to go. My left arm comes through. Stick and hold. Okay. Now onto the other leg. Same idea here, get the arms correct in position. Bounce a little bit off here. 4, 5, 6, 8. One more. 10. So you can see as you go through the sets, the fatigue builds up and your technique breaks down. So don't push yourself to do any reps with bad technique. For some workouts, let's say a conditioning workout, as the fatigue builds up, you want to push yourself through and find your limits of conditioning. But for a workout like this, or something that's plyometric in nature, if you find yourself fatiguing and you notice your technique is breaking down, this is an exercise workout where I'm giving you permission to take a break and make sure you're doing it with proper technique. So don't confuse the two, one for conditioning and one for a plyometric workout. All right, now we're doing a lateral single leg vertical. So I've coned out my area. I'm going to bring them a little bit closer than I would for the bilateral, since of course we're only using one leg. So we're going to do 10 of these. On side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, other leg. Okay, the last two are starting to put some of these together into a more cohesive, dynamic pattern here. So, we're going to do a lateral bound to a forwards bound. So I'm going to start on my left, I'm going to bound to my right, and then stick and hold at the forward bound. So we're putting them together a little bit more now. So lateral, and then to a forward, stick and hold. Lateral, forward, stick and hold. Now I'm going to take off a little bit of time on that first jump. Speed it up a little bit. Lateral, stick and hold forward. Okay, 2 more here, guys. Lateral, forward, stick and hold. Lateral, forward, stick and hold. Okay, now we're going to kick it over to the other side. Same idea. Lateral, forward, stick. Lateral, forward, stick and hold. Lateral, forward, stick. Forward. Last one. Okay. I'm going to start on this side. We're going to go to a lateral diagonal jump. So I'm going to take off lateral, diagonal, forward, and hold. It's the last one. We're going to do 5 here. Lateral, forward, diagonal. Lateral, forward, diagonal. 2 more. 4. Last one. Lateral, diagonal. All right. Bringing the cone across. Last side here. Lateral and diagonal forward. All right, 3 more. Lateral, diagonal. A little bit sloppy. 2 more. Lateral, diagonal forward. Last one. Lateral, diagonal, and hold. All right. Give this workout a try, guys. It'll really help you with your explosive power and your landing mechanics.